Okay, we are here at Walnut Creek on October 12th, 2011, and here you can see a lot of people are protesting the government today and of job cuts and all the other things, the bailouts and everything. This is just suburbia really, and everybody's trying to come out, and we have mothers and we have seniors coming out, we have young people. It's a nice mixed crowd, and here we go. We have all kinds of people here. This is an interesting group of people. This is the first protest here in Walnut Creek. There have been demonstrations of Occupy Oakland in the last week and Occupy San Francisco. And right now we have right here in Walnut Creek, California. And just the middle class is coming out and protesting. This is something historic and interesting. We have four corners. Right now I'm in front of the Bank of America. The Bank of America branch in Walnut Creek, and we're going to walk around and I'm going to show you some other spots here. And as you can see, people are protesting across the street. As the cars go by, there are protesters, and there are protesters on the corners of the four corners right here on Mount Diablo Boulevard and Main Street in Walnut Creek. We're going to go now to the corner. I'll give you another perspective right here. And this is the corner right here, and we'll see a few more protesters right here. Alright, you can see all the great banners here and posters, great corporate greed out and lobbyists and corruption, Main Street values. There you go.
Careful.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna be, I gotta make sure I don't get run over here.
Hey, are you coming?
Alright, we're gonna cross the street and look at the other side in a second here. And here, I got a walk sign. We are gonna walk across the street here in downtown Walnut Creek, right out about 30 miles outside of San Francisco. No, maybe about 25 miles outside of San Francisco. Dude, what's up, Mike? Alright. Got some protesters on this corner too. And we got everybody here in downtown Walnut Creek today. Cars are beeping their horns. People are shouting. This is kind of interesting for suburbia here. Okay. Yeah. There you go. All right. Okay. I'm going to shut this down right now. No, I'm going to actually go across the street and go back to the Bank of America and look at some of the signs over there. Looks like there's a bigger crowd right there. You know, this may not be significant compared to San Francisco's demonstrations or even Oakland, but for small town suburbia here, Walnut Creek, which is actually maybe it's 25 miles outside of San Francisco, or 20. But we're going to cross the street right now and go back and look at some of those posters that people have made. Alright, there's a jobs, okay, and then there's another jobs, not cuts, that's a good one. And more jobs, that's good, of course, it's very important, the jobs, 25 billion, taxpayer bailout, that's there. Alright, some shouting here, some chanting. Alright. Corporate greed. What? Ain't that the truth? It's all here. As you can see, it's not just young people and students this time. It is everybody out here. Young people, old people, middle-aged people, middle-class people.
My name is Ken Richard. I, along with Kathy Klein, sparked this. Thank you very much. much for turning out.
Okay, but we don't need a lot of leaders. We just need a movement.
Let me talk.
Thank you.
Bear with me. There is something inside each of us, a persistent urge, an impulse, an inner voice that made us come here today. It is this common denominator, this common motivator that creates good in the world. This common thread expresses itself as empathy, compassion, passion, and simple caring for one another. The opposition has been saying that we have no coherent message, that we're an unruly mob. They simply want to ridicule us, belittle us. They say all these things because they are in a panic. We are very clear and concise about our message. We are here today for the 24 million Americans that are unemployed. We are here today for the 50 million Americans that have no health care. We are here today for the 15 million Americans that owe more money on their homes than they're currently worth. And we're here today for the 47 million Americans who live in poverty, the working poor, who are paying more for simple necessities like food, gas, and energy. We are here today because we are the majority, the 99%.
We are the majority.
99% of Americans who support a systematic change in America's plutocracy, a form of government ruled by the very few and the wealthy. The collusion between business and government needs to be challenged. That's the core of this movement.
It is.
We need to separate government from the corporations. We are not against capitalism. We are against corporate greed.
Yes.
That is the political and cultural poison we want to eliminate.
Yeah, some of us don't think capitalism is that great either.
Corporations are now permitted to spend unlimited resources to influence elections. Corporations have stockpiled $1 trillion in assets while refusing to hire American workers and shipping jobs off to third world countries.
That's right.
We are focusing our pent-up frustration and anger at one of the most major financial institutions in our country today, Bank of America. Back in 2009, when the financial markets were melting, we, the people, gave the financial institutions a $25 billion taxpayer bailout.
That's right.
Bank of America gave $15 billion worth of bonuses to managers. In 2011, Bank of America laid off 6,000 employees. They had the arrogance to increase bank fees and now want to charge $5 a month to use a debit card. Bank of America reports huge profits despite the recession, yet they plan to lay off as many as 30,000 employees in the coming years. Enough is enough. We are here to encourage people to move their money from the Wall Street banks of Bank of America, Chase, Citibank, and Wells Fargo to a community bank or credit union.
That's right. Stop doing business with them. Don't have a bank account with them.
We are a self-empowering movement.
Stop giving them your money.
We are a self-empowering movement. There is no one leader. We come together as one with many paths to bring about change. Let us focus our energy by coming together to make our voices heard and to listen to one another to find solutions. One of the solutions I see to insist that Congress pass the American Jobs Bill. It will create 2 million jobs and is paid for by increasing a tax on the wealthiest 1% in the country. We can all write letters to those chronically obstructionist lawmakers to put pressure on them. We must at the same time work to ensure that the Bush tax cuts for the wealthy expire at the end of 2012. In addition, we must insist that Congress begin to tax Wall Street speculation. In closing, we want a country that invests in public education, that creates 21st century green energy jobs, that offers Medicare for all citizens of all ages. And of course, we want to end the foreign wars so that we may use those tax dollars to invest at home.
Bring 'em home!
The solutions, the possibilities, and answers already exist. We have already taken that first step by showing up today. Together, let's move in the direction of a country and a world that works for everyone. Hey, hey, ho, ho, corporate greed has got to go!
Hey, hey, ho, ho, corporate greed has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho, corporate greed has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho, corporate greed has got to go!
Thank you. I just want to introduce Clyde Rich, past president of the Rossford Democratic Club, to speak a few words from the senior citizen point of view.